These guys tumbled down. The romance angels. Hello, everyone. But I think we're starting with one of these. And then moving to this. The Line Strider. I can't tell if you can see them because it's glary. Ooh. Silly Billies. One more here, or again. Okay. Today, be mindful of how often you judge others, and recognizing why you see others in a negative light. You discover the fears that you need to heal in yourself. Before you can heal others, you first have to heal yourself. Whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. May all creation dance for joy within you. All you want to do today is love being alive, even if it's the hardest thing you've ever done. Appreciate the sounds, sights, and sensations of your life. Invoke divine light to shine within you and reach into your shadow areas. Allow the healing power of this light to dissolve all the wounds that your spirit, and so dissolve all that wounds your spirit, and so restore your health. I feel like these all speak for themselves so far. Speak or act with negativity and pain follows. Speak or act with a pure heart and happiness follows. Be mindful of being positive in all you say and do. Know that each of your thoughts and deeds has the power to heal you and those around you, so watch them closely without judging. It's about self-awareness, awareness of self, kindness and grace to self. At a time where you feel very probably out of control of yourself. That's the core. And it's affecting you physically, mentally, spiritually, health, in all of the ways, but like in tangible ways, in ways you can see, and in ways that you feel, all of the ways. You're not as far out of alignment as you feel you are. These are all reminders so far, right? Of where you put attention and what you're putting out and what vibration you're plugging into, whether you realize you're plugging into it or not. Choose one spiritual truth and live fully in harmony with it today. as above, so below. I am love. We are the gods. We are the masters. We are all one. Love never leaves. The number one cause of death is birth. Do unto others. Tell me yours. Tell me yours, if you want. Observe how challenging it is to let your physical life be in concert with your spiritual ideals. Health promotes spirituality, and spirituality promotes health. So health is really being spotlit. Giving back, equal. You and source first. You and self. You have more to give than you realize. The only expectation you should have in giving to others is what you expect of yourself. That's how you stay replenished. Love is like a deep pool that never dries up. Love never leaves. I just said that, right? Because love is a frequency. It's a state of being. It's not just a feeling, it's a everything. Unconditional love to self first. So this is a fill up your reserve reading. We all have an energetic source, and we have a reserve. We need to fill that's our chakras up and keep that in alignment, and then it will create an abundance and an overflow, and that's what you give from. So this is about filling up your reserve so you can preserve it. You've given more than you've put back. There's just been an imbalance, and start with your hierarchical needs: sleep, shelter, food and water, and movement. Although that's not the fourth one. Sleeping, eating, shelter. What's the other one? It's not movement, but maybe, I don't know. Tell me in the comments. I'm going to let myself be flowy. Memories are clever imposters, making it appear that an experience or relationship cannot be healed. If you believe that, how can you heal your body or protect your health? Replace imposters with a higher truth. So that could be that you're putting power outside of yourself in order to get full closure or fully healed from something. What it's saying to me is you're neglecting your own responsibilities in some way, in your own, that you need to contribute to your health. And it's being the impetus, the catalyst for taking you away is you're stuck on something. It's something that's stuck. And you're stuck on it because you are meeting it at its vibration, and so you're getting stuck there. You're just a visitor in the low. You are up, your baseline is the high vibration. You're just a visitor in the low. This is where you maintain. Your baseline is peace. Your baseline is peace. All of our baselines are peace and love and light. How far off are we, you know? Wellness is our natural state. Disease is an imposter. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Well, these are all pretty self-explanatory, right? God gives you only the present, moment by moment. It was just going through my head. You have to stay here now to move forward. You can't move forward if you're in the past in any way. You can't be in the past. You can observe it, you can remember it, but you can't be in it. How much of your precious day do you invest in the past? Everything from your past except wisdom and love has long since served its purpose. Witness what calls to you from yesterday and why. Okay. Let's see what tarot comes up in the Lion Strider. I've only used this deck a couple times. Today it was yelling. I kind of don't want to see what it is. All right, I'm being guided to do that. Yeah. Hmm. I didn't even shuffle them. Okay. Okay. Five of Cups and the Hangman. Both pauses. One, the Five of Cups, is the self-medication card. That's grief. It's how you are coping by not coping with something that caused or is causing you grief. And the Hangman is taking an intentional step back to view something from a larger perspective and including outside sources, which is why you ended up here, probably, and why I'm doing this. So interesting. I'll show you them. Three of Wands. And that's going, I feel like these are sistered with the speaker act with negativity and pain follows. Speaker act with a pure heart and happiness follows. So wherever you are in your life right now, you're in a pause, clearly, but it's divinely guided. And the advice, the reminder is to look within and take care of. There's a certain part of action that needs to be taken right now in your life. Physical, real, tangible action to get yourself back in alignment. Start with those hierarchical needs, which I still can't. It's food, shelter, money, finances, and sleep. Rest. There's something already happening that you have called in, and it's a good thing. It's positive. It came from your positive desire. It came from an abundance that you have already built. But something that's happening mentally is stopping you physically, is holding you back a little bit right now from, it's not, I don't think it's holding you back from moving forward at this point, but it's going to influence some part of what's coming in. Let's look at this one. The health. Health promotes spirituality and spirituality promotes health, right? The Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit in the reverse. It's rebuilding your foundation, right? And it's tied into your action and your health in some way, some aspect of your health and how your perspective on it. And there's a control piece coming up, however that's manifesting for you. But it's the control is connected to mental. And there's a powerless feeling. There's an obscuring of the receiving. And it has something to do with your physical foundations, the steps you are taking to lay out stability, long-term stability. The steps right now, and it's connected to health. It's connected to it's connected to bringing together your physical and your spiritual, and the practice of what you do in practice to keep that in alignment. Okay, let's go over here. With the unconditional love is the Fool card, and it was sideways. It's going into the reverse. Again, all these pauses everywhere. Every card is a pause card. Everyone. There's a connection that has to do with unconditional love at its core. Relationships and your thoughts, your worth of yourself. There's some kind of tied up to your worth in your head. There's a connection there that's tied up to worthiness and relationships. And it's a false belief. It's holding you back, whatever it is. It's becoming more than it's meant to be. There's a lesson in it. You're not supposed to get stuck in it. There's a lesson. This journey is paused right now from jumping in full force because there's a question of faith on some level. How does that fit into your story? To jump freely forward, no holds barred, you have to have faith in something. It could be your motivation. It could be that you're feeling a lack of motivation and there's a lack of inspiration. And the recommendation is you are the inspiration right now, to look at you. It's to truly choose you. You're at this seed part where it's about to bust through the ground. The seed is about to sprout, and it's being halted because it's looking outside of itself. For something else to plant the seed, but you are the seed. I don't know. I hope that's making sense. Okay. Wellness is our natural state. Disease is an imposter. And memories are clever imposters. It's really kind of like I'm seeing this visual of like when I blow the like ash and little dirty dirt from like plant things or whatever, sage. When I blow it away, it's like that. That's where you are right now. There's a little push like that. So let's see. The Tower and the Four of Cups. The Tower and the Four of Cups. Oh my gosh. You are holding on. There's part of you and it has to do with sadness and grief and disappointment and confusion. That is all tied into, at the root of it, your worthiness. And whatever situation you are most previously out of, you're looking at what's all the way back, what predates it, the original, your origin story, what do they call that moment? I forget what that moment's called, but it's that moment in your origin. It's a canon event. The canon event. These are tied together, and there's just a little that needs to happen. You need to do it. You're holding on. And some of it is it's scared and fear, and you feel bad for yourself. It's because you required comfort and reassurance from something else, a source outside of you at one point at this canon event, and then it has repeated itself in different ways, and you didn't get it. You didn't get this physical comfort. It has to do with physical comfort that has to do with spiritual sadness. Do you understand? And the way that you viewed that up till right now, there's still a little more that needs to just be ironed out, blown away, so that the dust can settle. Let's see what the last one was. The Eight of Cups. Also sideways. You're at this part, this Three of Wands moment, where it's kind of make it or break it. I'm surprised that the wheel's not here. That's good that the wheel's not here, because it's right before the wheel's coming. The Wheel of Fortune. This is the reminder to right now get back in alignment, get back on schedule, and don't berate yourself. It's hey, I'm worthy of keeping this. I know I'm worthy of sticking to this. I'm worthy of this, even if I'm not seeing what my goal is yet. I have to keep taking steps forward. I keep hearing pattern, stuck, no movement, slow movement. Instead of taking these, so what am I trying? The motivation needs to be from you, within you, for you. And then the discipline needs to come from love. You're kind of falling out of the timeline you jumped up into. I don't know if you're falling out of it, but it is. I see it like that. Like you're like holding on. You still are holding on, but you're getting close to a part where it's going to be harder to hold on. It is harder to hold on, and it's going to get more difficult. So this is your wake up, in a way, to yourself. Reawaken to yourself. The healing stones. That one. Diamond. Spiritual freedom, light. Now it's time to think big. The diamond removes obstacles and gives you a feeling of I'm finally where I want to be, and farsightedness. There you go. Farsightedness. Keep it focused ahead. not in the, when the past I got this far and then something happened and maybe those things were out of your control. Maybe they have to do with your health. Maybe they had to do with the betrayal. And so you got derailed. And this is saying, don't let yourself get derailed. Even though all those things happened in the past and they're factual in ways, you have to look at the choices that you made in them too. Even if that was the best you could do at the time, but you're not the same you as you were then, and your best is better now. And to keep giving yourself the chance to keep growing that best. The best is for you. It's your abundance and your health and your life and your love and your space and your vibration. Turquoise, self-responsibility. With turquoise, you realize that the outcomes of your actions are within your responsibilities. This is hilarious. You forge your own destiny that includes saying no sometimes. It's funny because I just put this is the engagement ring I got for myself years ago, and I just recently put it back on. And it's when I need to remind myself that I'm committed to myself in all of the ways. And the diamond reminds me of the divine. I want to see what's on the bolt. And moonstone, femininity, receiving, soft, asking for help, resting, observing, soothing, embracing, devotion. Live your femininity. Moonstone reveals your tender, intuitive, feminine side and allows you to do crazy things at times. What? That's terrible. Crazy things. What? I don't really understand that part. Okay. I feel like this message is finished, but then and done, but I feel that there's something else. So let's try these. Sacred self-care. I keep staring at this amethyst. So turquoise, diamond, amethyst, moonstone. The Eight of Cups. I don't even know if I actually talked about that specifically, but it's when you make a choice consciously to walk away from something that you were previously emotionally attached to and investing in, and you're realizing, no, this is just keeping me here and I'm right under where I want to be, and I'm now moving forward to go to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and the Ten of Cups, which is what would I say the Ten of Cups is? It's living your every dream you've ever had for you that has to do with yourself and is connected to love. It's sweetness, living a life of sweetness, sustained sacred sweetness, fulfillment, fun, and in relationship, intimate relationship with others in all different ways. That's what you're making that move to go toward it. I think it was, I don't remember. I know it was sideways. I thought it was going into the reverse, which means stuck. Okay, these aren't coming out. Maybe they don't want to be. Let's see. They're sticking together. Okay. Okay. Wants me to do the last pile. There we go. Nourish your temple and beauty ritual. I'm going to let those speak for themselves. You might be really in a place right now where you're really viewing yourself as outside of your body and not part of your body, and that your body is in a physical state that you are unhappy with, and at least a big portion of that feels out of your control, and maybe is to some degree if it's health related and stuff like that. So this is just a reminder to not let those parts that you can't immediately control take up all the space, because you take up all the space always. Okay, so what came out is spend time with animals, pure frequencies, no agendas, just pureness, feeling that vibration. Ground yourself. And make a vision board. So all goes back to that. 3 of Wands. While you're in this interim time, continue to fill your cup up. Fill your reserve up. And this focus is love. By loving yourself unconditionally, and then the translating that and alchemizing it into actual physical things you do in this 3D world to sustain and support it for longevity. That 10 of Cups you're walking toward, that's that vision board, right? If you have a vision board, go look at it again, or maybe add to it. If you don't have a vision board, this is the universe saying, plot it out. Start it. Even if it's on Canva, on your phone, on your wallpaper. I have one. I made one. I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it in here, I think. Okay. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy. Thanks for the reading. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.